side. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Boise State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The Buffaloes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Connection to the right. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab, it's Williams. And he's dragged down. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Sherrod. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Broncos in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to the ground game on the left. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Snagged out of the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Just keep slinging it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 24. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Salter. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. caught in the backfield. It's Sherrod. Taking it the other way. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. They'll go back to the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It
breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Buying some time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads it left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. He's got it on the run. Touchdown,